Well, hello. Hey, howdy. I'm Ken, local Fox. If it's your first time here, I'm a very low-energy streamer thanks to a little thing called sleep disorders. I focus on RPGs, mostly first plays, though do play other things, and I love to play old favorites when on stream when I can. And today we're continuing to suffer through YIIK, a postmodern RPG. This is session 4. I do have to preface this by saying I am very, very groggy, very tired. I will keep this going as long as I can today, but I made a mistake, and I booted up and played Chapter 3 of Deltarune yesterday, so now I have to put up with a much less well-written game. Hope folks are doing well today. Or at least better than I am. Take a moment just to try to get my bearings here. Chapter 3 was pretty solid. People were saying it's short, but I got around 7 hours out of it, so your mileage may vary. Chapter 4 I've only just started, which I know is longer than Chapter 3. Apparently significantly so. I'm trying to remember. Okay, that's the run button. Swapping between RPGs, who all decide they want different buttons for their run and such is a little disconcerting. Okay. Alright, last I played, we fought a boss who was about perfume in a tank with cops, I guess. And discombobulating, if you will. Chapter 1 felt shorter than Chapter 2. You know, it's been a while. I don't really recall which one was the longer chapter. $100. I guess there's really no reason to save since I just started, but the temptation. All right. And that's a way back down. What's back here? Nothing. Fucking nothing. Of course.
Hey man, it's great to see you! How you been?
Oh.
Hey guys. Wow, did you get even more muscular, Claudio? And Chandra, did you get even more beautiful? Always changing for the better, you two.
Too much energy for this time of the morning. Yeah, too much energy. Way too much.
I brought my friends, Alex, Michael, and Rory with me. They wanted to check out your record collection and see if you could help them locate an album.
Friends of Claudio and Chandra are always friends of mine. Please, have a seat. I'll make some tea.
I hear that a lot. I am not a morning person.
So my new friends here wanted to talk about some elusive record they can't seem to track down.
Comes with the territory of being severely sleep deprived most of the time. And also just not, you know, sleeping well when I do sleep.
We've been looking for it for a while. We've been to literally like 10 record shops.
That's not how you use the word literally.
Claudio says you've got quite the collection.
By literally, he means figuratively.
I do indeed. So what sort of music interests young people these days? Hair metal, power metal, speed metal, metallic metal, pop punk thrash metal?
I mean, I'm not really into metal. I mean, it's cool.
That's more of Vella's thing, I think, with the eyeliner and choker.
Who is this enchanting young woman? Is she here as well?
That's right.
No, she isn't here. She threw a hissy fit when she found out we were looking for this record.
Hissy fit? Do people even say that?
I don't believe they do. So what sort of music are you into, Alex?
Oh, usually down-tempo stuff with trumpets, acoustic guitars, bells, toy pianos, and female vocalists singing sexually ambiguous lyrics.
I say hissy fit. Hey, Cody.
I don't think I have anything like that. Perhaps you noticed my collection of guitars?
Yeah, I think I saw it on the way in. Do you play?
I do.
Mark here made his fortune playing music. Well, before he became a world traveler.
I'm sleepy. That's up.
Mark sponsored the Bring Him Home concert for my cousin who fought in the Gulf War.
That was long before you could even walk. Hell, I was a kid then.
So part of it is also, I'm just naturally a night person. Like, if I don't have a job that forces me to get up early in the morning, which unfortunately I do have, I will just naturally gravitate towards getting up in the afternoon, staying up at night, and going to bed at around noon or so. In which case, when I'm able to do that, I sleep phenomenally better and do wake up with a relative amount of energy.
The power of metal unites all! You see, heavy metal is the oral manifestation of all things good and powerful in the world. It contains the perfect positive energies to dispel hate, racism, sexism, poverty. With the power of the metal gods channeling through my guitar strings, I was able to bring peace and prosperity to the Middle East.
Well, he got our cousin home.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I got ahead of myself. I brought peace to one family whose son had been taken captive.
Yeah. It turns out sleeping in natural fashion for your own body helps a lot. Which is why when I'm on vacation, I tend to sleep a lot better. Not always. I still suffer from insomnia, so random bouts of just not sleeping, regardless of how comfortable or, properly in the mood to sleep I am, that still happens.
It's a harrowing tale filled with adventure and intrigue.
Yeah, I don't know if we really have time for that. And besides, like I said, I'm not really all that into metal. With all the bad fashion, teased hair, it's also 80s.
Oof.
This is the 90s. We're moving forward. Our music is about things.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend that you don't mean to imply that heavy metal can't be about things. Clearly, you've never heard the soaring scream of the guitar paired in perfect counterpoint to an orchestra, accompanied by the sound of 1,000,000,000,000 angels. You, my dear boy, must listen to my greatest hit, Murder Run and Melancholia Reigns Unbroken.
It's a lot less depressing than it sounds. All of Mark's music is like that. He has albums and albums filled with skeletons and decaying corpses. But somehow he manages to make music that speaks to the soul.
Right, Zerg? No words.
Like Scene of Decay, The Stone, Part 9. The first few songs of that album are really beautiful, Alex.
I listen to a fair bit of metal. but
Disfigured by Eliga's on high altar of honor. That is my personal favorite. I used to hula hoop to it all the time.
hula hooping to metal. Okay.
One of Mark's tracks were featured in some pretty great animes. Dragon of Thy Delusion and Powered by Delirium were featured in my second favorite anime, Panic Control.
Yeah, okay, enough about this topic. Can you tell me about this tea we're drinking?
A natural segue.
This here is something I only bring out when friends are over. It's called Dahang Pao. It's a world-famous tea, exceptionally rare and difficult to come by.
Yeah, this main character is exceptionally punchable. And while that was at least partially the intent, I don't feel like the writing is good enough to support that as Yeah, I also listen to a fair bit of just about everything.
The bushes that produce this tea are reportedly over 1,000 years old. Make sure you don't spill a drop. This is very special tea.
Where did you get this? It's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing, right? Can't explain to you in detail how all these circumstances are related. It would be a very long and very complicated story. And I mean no disrespect to you when I say this. It would be virtually impossible for you at this stage, young man, to understand.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of fair with this character.
Now, you are, of course, in no way responsible for this, but I'll do my best to explain the circumstances by which I came to possess this rare leaf.
Like I said, the writing in this is not what I would call good, which again, booting up Deltarune yesterday was a mistake, because now I have to compare the two.
In my youth, I was something of a traveler. I lived for journeying and discovery.
At least in my own head. I'm not going to.
I had a partner, a very good man, who became ill in his mid-30s. At the time, I considered myself to be very worldly. I lived for the dirt under my feet, but I also did not believe in the supernatural in any form.
The first of my Y2K streams I've caught, and yeah, it is certainly an experience.
Alas, my partner came down with a severe stomach cancer that began to claim his life. He was a spiritual man, one might say, and he believed in miracles. His faith and his failing body led to the ending of our friendship.
They had to have choked this prose with a chicken wire to make it this purple, right? It's, ugh.
He left for India, and I stayed back in Arizona, where I'd built a life for myself in between trips. He was gone for many weeks when I received a letter from him. The letter was scribbled in the handwriting of a dying man. It featured coordinates that, upon further inspection in an atlas, proved to be in the mountains of India. So I began my journey.
I enjoy how this story could have been said in maybe, like, 3 sentences.
After many days of travel, I arrived at the summit of Mount Kangchenjunga. I paid a local village boy to guide me to the location. At the top, I found my friend. My friend who only a few weeks ago had been on the brink of death, had been cured through the power of water. The water boiled in the particular style of pots created by the Theravada yogis is said to have amazing healing powers. Now, when my friend had regained his strength tenfold, I was in shock. I longed to take a sample of this drink back to an American laboratory where it would be tested and ultimately turned into a cure. But I was told that the last bush bearing the tea had burned up in a forest fire. Naturally, I demanded proof. There was no evidence that any such fire ever occurred. Angered, furious, on the point of striking the yogis, my friend had to take me away. Together, we explored the mountainside for the remainder of the week. Now, despite my anger that they would not let me test the tea, everything had been incredibly happy.
Everything had been incredibly happy. Spent a week searching mountain for tea because of that anger.
In India, I've always felt an incredible glow of joy. On our last day, before we were to return, the earth gave out beneath my feet, and I was stuck. Soon a storm came. The storm was so bad, I feared it would wipe away the mountain, and I'd be stuck in a landslide. This is where things became interesting. My friend was able to break away at the rocks binding my feet with his bare hands. He had expelled the disease from his body and achieved a new strength. I believe I would have died on that mountain had it not been for him.
The sad part is every character in this game talks like this.
I hold true to the fact that he survived his cancer so he could save me.
Yeah. Persona's got nothing on the long-windedness of this shit.
When we returned, the yogi hermit had left his camp. But he left behind the pot he created to cure my friend's cancer and a container of this tea.
Wow. That's a fascinating story, man. Really, this is an amazing cup of tea.
Yeah. You know, it's valued at $3,000 an ounce. So, what did you kids come for? How can I help you?
Oh, my friend Alex here is looking for a record. It's called Mystical Ultima LP Legend.
That name. That sounds so familiar. How did you find out about this mystical LP?
I found the jacket. Here, I have it with me.
Ah, yes. The Mystical Ultima LP Legend by Vela Wild.
Of course.
Did you say Vela Wild?
Yeah. But didn't you know this already? It's on the cover. Did you even read it?
Okay.
Suddenly, everything made sense. Well, at least a little bit of sense. Vela, the guitar, her ability to fight with sound. Clearly, she was the musician, the creator of this record. How stupid I'd been.
So to put this into context, they've traveled like halfway across the continent to find this record.
I told her about the record, and she must have assumed I read the title closely. Vela Wild. Probably a stage name.
Did I say something wrong? You, kind of stopped talking for a while and looked all deep in thought.
I just realized something.
Yeah, the mind is like that. You keep many things hidden away, and they come out when they're the most needed.
Why is mind highlighted?
Did you ever consider that this record might be locked away inside your mind?
That's why it's highlighted. Okay.
And if not yours, maybe inside the mind of this wild character.
I get it.
Damn. So you don't have it?
No, how could I? It hasn't come out yet.
What?
Check the date on the back of it. See the sticker? Do not sell until January 1st, 2000. Since I'm not a time traveler, well, at least in this life, I couldn't possibly have this record. You kids should pay closer attention to your record jackets. They have lots of useful information on them.
Thanks a lot, Mark. I know where to find this record now.
What? You do? How?
I'll explain some stuff when we get outside.
Yeah.
Claudio, Chandra, there's some things I want to let you in on, especially since you've been so kind to me since we've met. Okay, a lot of this is going to sound out there, and I know that. So listen to the sincerity in my voice, and not so much the absurdity of the words I'm going to say.
Certainly is a game. Yep. Yep. I chose the title for these streams for a reason.
Hey! That sounded pretty deep. Oh, sorry, man. Go on.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure of what's going on myself, so some of the parts might seem a little hazy. Okay, here it goes. When I arrived home from college, I met Sammy Park. I had followed a cat into an old factory and I found her there. She was alive and well, a bit odd, but pretty great, to be honest. I tried to help her get out of the building, and some beings known as soul survivors appeared and took her away. I later met a woman named Vela, who told us that the soul survivors are beings from another reality, one like our own. She said that these beings have surrendered the right to their physical form in favor of a spiritual one. With this power, they could move within the soul space, which is the space in between realities. Then we met Rory, and Rory had recently lost his sister and encountered a soul survivor himself. Then I found out that one of these beings was living with me. I chased it out of my house and then into a radio tower.
I can't help that he's saying beans. The beans from another reality. The most exotic beans you have ever seen.
At that radio tower, it asked me to play this record, to broadcast it. So that's why I've been looking for it. Okay, that's fair. I didn't expect you to believe me.
Rory, you lost your sister? I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Losing a sibling is a terrible burden on any person. Let us know if you need anything.
Yeah, what's going on here?
We've lost someone before. We know what it's like. Maybe that's what drew me to the Sammy Park case.
I see. What about the soul survivors and all that?
Let's say we've had experience with the supernatural before.
You literally fought supernatural creatures on the way here. With us.
I had a kid brother, you know. He went missing in 1985. Got on his bike one day to go to our neighbors, 7 houses up the street. And he just vanished. Never came back. We looked for him for months. Dad never stopped. Still hands out flyers at the grocery store every Sunday. He even got an artist to draw him aged.
Were there ever any leads or anything?
No one really ever investigated it. Sure, they looked around for him. And for a week they had a task force. They had one guy they suspected. But every lead fell through.
You act like they even tried. A 4-year-old black kid goes missing in a shit neighborhood, and you think they really tried?
Yeah, it's complicated, Alex.
I don't remember this being on the news or anything, and You're from Windtown, right? That's like an hour outside of Frankton. How the hell did this get national coverage?
Isn't it obvious, man? Same reason no one gives a shit about Sammy Park.
I'm sure if Aaron had been a beautiful white woman, everyone would have cared that he vanished. Everyone would have had a candlelight vigil and a moment of silence. But that's just not how these things work. And you know what's funny? My dad is a lawyer, and my mom was an assistant to the governor. It's not like we were shit no one people, you know? It just wasn't news or whatever they told us.
Alex, don't you think Sammy's parents tried to get some attention for their daughter's disappearance? It's not that easy. Those people you see on TV are people who can make a great story for the press. That's just the way it works.
I don't think I ever gave it any thought.
Yeah, man. That's just how they get away with it. People like you don't think about it. And people like us, it's all we ever get to think about. Where our kid brothers went.
Don't you think it's weird that a young woman goes missing in your town and only people talking about it are some weirdo kids on the internet? And they aren't really talking about it for awareness. You guys get off on it in a way, don't you?
I don't have any words.
Some fantasy about being the white knight swooping in and saving the exotic Korean girl.
Easy now. Okay. Let's go find this record. Where do we do that again?
You guys are coming along? Awesome! Back to Frankton. We need to speak with Della, the girl who made this album.
I need a moment. Ugh. Yeah. Everything's front loaded in this game. Everyone just spills it all.
I hate to admit it, but sometimes I just wish we could let him go. My younger brother, you know? Not a day goes by where I don't think about him. And you know what's really funny? I don't even remember what he looks like. We have a few old photos, but most of them he just looks like every other kid to me. Round-faced, happy, playing video games, or falling off a bike.
You don't remember anything about him?
No, I don't think so. I think I only remember what people tell me about him.
I mean, it was 15 years ago. That's natural.
And you know what's funny? He was my twin brother. I was a minute older than him. Claudio still gets frustrated with me sometimes. You're his twin, can't you feel him out there? Or don't you have special twin powers that let you know if he's in pain? I don't believe in that stuff. Well, not usually. Sometimes I do. It's in those moments that I really do think he isn't out there anymore. If there was a connection, I'd feel something. And since there is nothing there, he must be gone. Sometimes people just vanish. They are there one moment and gone the next. Bad people take them, they fall into sewers, but life has to move on. It's harder for my parents, I think, since they made him and whatever. But Claudio?
Okay. I really feel like the dialogue rating could have used several more passes.
I don't think he'll ever move on. It's all he thinks about. And finding this Sammy Pat girl, this obsession you brought onto him, this shit isn't fair. He had one dead kid to worry about never finding, and now you gave him another.
Yeah, okay, we're done now? Alright. I'm gonna save after that set of scenes. Well, like I said, everybody talks like they're the same person in this game, more or less. There's very little unique voice. But at least I can throw a cat. Really, it's the absurdity of the systems combined with the way the game is written that, I don't know. There's a reason this game is very off-putting. Oh, I read this last time. Okay. So many. Right, the scarecrow that wants to sell the tent. How did I get into town here? Over there. Okay. Great. Right. Remember, hair can cut bushes, kids. Alright, so... Okay. Weird. Alright. Okay, that's what I was thinking the next step was, but, it's sometimes hard to keep track, you know? Especially in this game. I went the wrong way. Honestly, just trying to remember where to go. It has been 2 weeks, or it has been a week. And this game is not really laid out the best at times. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh boy. This segment again. Right, okay. So last time I was here. Anything else? Nope. Okay, it was this way. Stairs. I see. So the game swaps wildly between characters at times, and to this surrealist nonsense pretty often. Okay. What's the point? The dev wanted to feel, I don't know, something. The dev wanted to feel. End of sentence. Don't we all? I mean, you got a point. All right. Is that another enemy? Or is that, okay, just puts us back here. Okay. I mean, the game bills itself as a postmodern RPG, so it's certainly attempting to fill that, but this is not a place for children. For what end did you make this trek? All right. The game also, like, casually name drops, like, classic games in, like, in a way that feels really bad, honestly. Like, there's a conversation earlier in the game, there's just this long string of name-dropping classic, RPGs from the SNES library, and it's like, please don't. I saw my other self and felt company for the first time. Yet here I am, alone in the soul space. Why did I follow myself? The aroma. It called me here. Are you following it too? I followed the scent of my departed wife and wound up here. Also, I hate her walk cycle. It's very stiff, but I feel like that's intentional. The smell of beauty burning. That is the scent of hell. Okay, well, can't talk to that one, apparently. Uh-huh. A husband, a daughter, a home. Now I am without flesh, but I reside forever in my own greatest memories. Did they respawn? I mean, I have to objectively seen worse made games, but I feel like this game in particular should not get a pass just because I've seen worse. Beelzebus. Okay. Oh boy. These controls are extremely awkward, by the way. I came down here for a memory card, by the way. Yep, bad brother.
Help me, good brother.
Forgive this aberration. I seldom speak when the camera is rolling. I know little of your strife, but what little I have seen causes me a great deal of pain. So I offer you some simple advice. Do not twist the good memories with the bad memories. Those who do run the risk of becoming twisted beings in their own right.
So this game originally came out about a decade ago.
I can help.
Or, wait, was it earlier than that? She's yicking out. But yeah, this game is extraordinarily pretentious. Almost everyone I've seen trying to take on the postmodern RPG idea has done it better. I don't. I've been trying to give this game an honest to God try. Trying to set aside my own feelings about the game, but it's rough. At least now I can actually move without the gun. The gun mechanic slows us down a lot. But as pretentious as a statement about society, and it begins vomiting blood. Yeah. Yeah. I will say, the music is usually pretty good, though. If there is one thing I can say that's salvageable from this slop fest.
Depths of hell. What have you done to deserve this fate? With what horrible act did you harm the fabric of reality? I know an original sinner when I see you. Just as I know myself when I peep the blackened pond.
I'm just so tired.
You have wounded me. You accuse me of original sin. To even know of sin is the sin, and it is all around me. How could I possibly not conceive of a new version of it?
Oh, there's more. Glad. I'm good. I was worried we'd run out.
You take originality for granted.
Hi, Zira.
That is why you must die here in the soul space.
Welcome to the pain.
Alone. No friends, no loved ones. Just all the realities you destroyed before this one.
You take originality for granted. Just a preemptive rebuttal for the creator that was making the game. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. There are also yeah, Deimos is not leveling up this week because Zane is out, so he's not leveling up in solidarity. Welp.
Well, that was weird, right?
I thought it was exciting.
Sure, it was exciting, but like, there was a guy in a tank, and things got really weird. It was like a Kisake X film or something.
Hot damn! You saw that too? I tried to bring it up a few times, just felt incapable.
Something about Alex makes it hard to bring up.
Is the script good?
It's funny. I'm not sure if it's good yet, but it's definitely compelling.
What's it about? Is it another Kisage X kaiju film?
It's definitely a Kisage X film. No kaijus yet, but I'm only on the 3rd page. So far, it seems to be about a cruel boy who pushes his sister into a mysterious dark pond, forcing her into a mirror reality where she is someone else's sister.
Who do you play?
I haven't gotten to my character yet. All I know is my costume has wings.
Catching up on since you didn't level up the last few weeks. It's all good. I'm so lost. Trust me, playing it in person does not make you any less lost. You just kind of accept this is the way the game wants to be. Those vignettes never add anything real to the story, at least so far. Maybe it'll come around at some point, but I kinda doubt it. Guess we play in cringe now. Yeah. Yeah. Try not to think about the fact that you could be doing literally anything else. Ken has no faith. You've got to have faith. So... At least the Disgaea Blipswing chapters and clearly spoofs. Yeah. That and Disgaea has charm. Ken has as much faith in this game as it has earned. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Go talk to Vela at the arcade. Oh, right, and I never checked after I got this power. Of course. That's got to be another power-up eventually, I think. Okay. Right, I was saying earlier that I made this worse for myself by booting up Deltarune yesterday and playing through Chapter 3. So I have to mentally, like, juxtapose the game I want to get back to with playing this right now.
I asked the others to stay back while I spoke with Vela myself. I knew I needed to apologize alone.
Oh, we also get a bunch of these random drop-in scenes where the main character is monologuing in almost like a retrospective fashion. Sometimes they're not voiced, sometimes they are. It's wildly pretentiously monologuing. Yeah, it's true. God, such a hipster derogatory. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Tricky.
As I walked across the chewing gum and popcorn-covered floor, I imagined what the title of my quest would be if my life was a video game. Quickly, it was becoming Apology Quest, or Legend of Please Forgive Me. I wondered how many other people I'd have to say I'm sorry to before I found Sammy, if that's even where life was taking me. Lately, Sammy wasn't at the forefront of my thoughts. I wanted to find her, and I really wanted her to be safe. But the more time that passed between meeting her and thinking about her, she became less real. More of a concept, more of a mythical being that only existed in my mind and the mind of the internet.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah, the character writing across the board is largely what's turning me off to the game. I understand, however, that in the case of the main character, his being a douchebag is intentional, but still.
I came here to say I'm sorry. In my infinite arrogance and constant thinking of myself, I didn't look at the record properly. I had no idea you created it. I had no idea it would upset you. So basically, if you'll still be my friend, I'd very much like that.
Okay, I accept.
Okay, great. I expected to do more begging.
Don't push your luck. Just let it go. Who are... Oh, Michael! Rory! New friends? Hey, new friends!
It was easier than I expected. Now, to convince her about getting the record.
What a quick turnaround.
I introduced her to Claudio and Chandra. We went to the burger joint and talked about everything that had happened up to this point.
I didn't realize this record would make you so upset. Now to convince her to help me find the record.
They told her about their brother. Rory talked about his sister. Michael talked about his college fears. And I just listened. I never expected to find such an amazing group of friends so close to home.
Lurk and recover a bit. That is fair. Thanks for dropping in, sir. You have a good lurk. Truly the bravest. I don't know.
And now came the tricky part. To ask her to go inside of the mine dungeon with me and look for the record.
But before you lurk, yes, we are going to go into a mind dungeon, which is, well, it's what it sounds like. The characters can retreat into their own minds. It's the way this game handles leveling up and improving your stats and abilities and learning new abilities. An interesting concept. It's probably one of the better handled things in the game. And unlike other things in the game, it's surreal because it's in your own damn mind. Unlike the other things in the game, which are surreal because they're surreal.
Bella, can I ask you a personal question?
I suppose.
So, I was wondering if you could tell us about the record. The one you made.
What's there to tell? In my previous reality, I made a record. Pretty simple.
Can you tell us why a record jacket from the album you made in another reality that was set to be released next year was found in this reality?
Fair. Although I feel like, I don't know, finding the ability to access that wouldn't necessarily make it more surreal outside. Not inherently so, but you have a point.
I have no idea. You do realize I left that reality behind intentionally, right? There are reasons I wanted to escape.
Yeah, no, I get it. Just, I wonder if it's somehow linked to everything going on.
I'm telling you, Alex, you're looking for puzzle pieces where there is no puzzle. You're talking like there's some cosmic plan here. What exactly do you think is going on here?
It's just... It's all so weird. Sammy disappearing, me meeting you, then Rory, Chandra, and Claudio, we're all linked.
Fine. If it will make you stop sulking, I'll go with you into the mine dungeon. I'd like to know why my record is here myself.
I'm a little confused here, guys. How the hell does Alex know the record is in your mind dungeon?
Because I know she's trying not to think about it, and the things we try not to think about always end up on our minds.
That seems like more of a stretch than the link between Sammy and the record to me. But sure, I've got nothing else to do. Let's get inside Bella's head.
Rory is one of the only characters in this I actually have liked so far. Claudio seems okay too. But even then, there are some interesting gaffes going on.
Okay, just keep your hands to yourself while we're in there, boys. It's creepy enough letting one person in my mind.
Okay. Found a job yet? Me neither. Any chance you can ask your mom? Pretty please? Come on, kid, I got a mortgage. Yeah, she lost her job too. There's a god. Good. Shit. Okay. Maybe if I protest, they'll start to serve kale. No? Is that what they both say? Oh. You'll come... Okay. Yeah. Alright. Sure. That's a line of dialogue you can put in your game. Probably should stock up. Double cheese. Bacon double cheese. Soda. Yeah, why not? I'm going to have to screenshot and catch those catch those recipes at some point. Right, okay, I need to find a phone. That works. Wrong button. Save first. Please come in. Resisting the urge to mention that it's very empty in here. That's better. Okay. Doors. I'm back in it. I'm going to suffer a bit with you. Might as well be a little productive. Well, I am glad I can bring suffering to all my friends as well. I appreciate the solidarity. Okay. What's going on here? Skateboarder. Should be this way. Oh, get back here. Do not talk. I don't think you talk. Shouldn't they be doing sound check? I'm worried. What if they didn't show? Here, the singer is sick. I wonder who will replace her. Are you a roadie? Just think you should set up a show. Computer crashed. Ah, it sucks, Cody. Just a standard crash, or is something worse going on? I hear the singer's a no-show. You think I get a refund? I think I'm in love with the bassist. And the guitarist. And the keyboardist. I think I'm in love with you. Doesn't seem to be hardware related, at least. I mean, sometimes computers just crash. Hopefully it was nothing. Doing art? Art is good. Art is always a good choice to be at least somewhat productive. I hope they're good live. Okay. Oh, enemies? Okay. New character idea. Sometimes Microsoft likes to be silly. It's true. Are you excited for the show? I'm nervous for the band. Mister, I'm serving another customer right now. Please come see me later. By the way, please stay away from that exit. There's some weird stuff going on behind those doors. It's not ominous. Unfortunately, it appears that you're all out of hazy. I have anticipated your disappointment, and have readied a list of suitable backup drinks. Okay. Sure. Name the robot Turing. Why not? More empty symbolism. Bees. Not the bees. Alright. Bella. Oh. 2 life. And still survivor, heal, pump up. Games give certain vibes where I can understand the appeal, but just no. Very reminiscent of the other series, which I feel is probably intentional. Oh, absolutely intentional. 100% intentional. But the comparison does not do it any favors. Yeah, I am always reminded of why you don't name drop other things in your game or your movie, if you can help it. Especially if it's a bad movie or game, it just... You're right. I could be spending my time playing something better, or watching something better. Thank you for reminding me. I will say that the combat system is at least interesting. I know it looks like a mess, and it is a mess, but it is... there is actually something to it. You have a set of essentially what work like summons that you equip on different slots, and they're not only just your summons, they are also affect your stats. And when an enemy attacks you, they take the brunt of the damage first before you start taking damage. Which is what you're seeing when you see cards ripping. That is one of the summons being killed. Yeah, like I said, the combat system is genuinely interesting. I'm not necessarily what you'd call good at it yet. But I need to take time to acclimate to it every time I start, because it takes some time. Wait, why don't I just use the auto cue? It's cheese slices. Okay. World of YIIK is oversaturated with 90s pop culture and video game nostalgia. Yep. That was... I mean, the game is so oversaturated with it that on the starting menu, there is a page for references where they just list games that are games and movies and such that are referenced by the game. Oh, great, you're here. Was you who turned on turned the lights on? Good. Look, we only have 42 minutes until showtime, and we really need to get the band together. Can you round up the singer, drummer, guitarist, keyboard player, and bassist? They're around here somewhere, but they're being a pain in the ass, so make sure you kick them into gear. You're not the only one it bothers. Sleeping man blocks the path. If only he had something to poke him awake with. Don't need a flute. Okay. Enter. You know what? I should probably save after that fight. Or I can enter my own dungeon from here. What a silly thought. Inversion. Or... Hey, that room is off limits. It's room for the one I love. You can't go inside. You can't just move him, Alex. Or you can just move him. Yeah. Breath of Death 7 is... You know, I genuinely love Breath of Death 7. I never hear anybody ever talk about it. I've always been a pretty big fan of Zeboyd's games in general. And I was blown away by the fact that Breath of Death 7 got a re-release. Yeah, I had it on the... It wasn't the arcade, it was the indie... I can't remember what they called it. Where they would host indie games that weren't like actually tied into the whole... Yeah, the 360 indie thing. Yeah, I got that, and Cthulhu Saves the World. I've been thinking about getting the remake and playing Breath of Death 7 on stream at some point. Soul Survivor X. Oh, the stop sign's back. Okay. All right. What do we shoot? Let's defend. Okay, LP toss. You specifically.
LP toss!
Right, I need to swap, No, not swap. What am I thinking? It's been a bit. I'm trying to, never beat the Cthulhu game, but Breath of Death 7 was devoured. I feel like Breath of Death was probably the better game of the two. It's honestly kind of hard to judge. I enjoyed them both quite a bit, but I bounced off of them both really hard originally and came back to them once they got their Steam releases. After which point I did play them through all the way, both of them. I actually streamed the sequel to Cthulhu Saves the World. Cthulhu Saves Christmas. I have that on my... I played that like a couple of years ago. Oh. I should probably be paying attention. Also recently I played This Way Madness Lies, which is Zeboyd's magical girls fighting Lovecraftian monsters with Shakespeare bent.
Photo shoot!
I think you actually might have been here for some of those. It's been a while. I was playing also Cosmic Star Heroine for a bit. For a while, actually, and then I had to stop. I think that was around the time when my last computer died. That's one game I'm probably going to have to start over again if I play it, just because it has been so very long. I would like to finish it on stream, but I don't know if I can at this point. Just the amount of time that's passed. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, that explains some things about how you're not lasting in a fight. You don't have any Carta. Alright, I'm gonna have to steal someone's Carta. Alright. Roy, you're not in the fight right now at all. So... I guess I'll just take your Carta. Yeah. Okay. Divine Spirit. Alright, let's defend. Bella, and Divine Spirit.
Read for me?
Alright. They grow up so fast.
Blood.
That's a baby. It was a baby. I have a pretty high dodge there. Okay. Yeah, it's just nothing, huh? Okay. Oh. They're so damn fast, too.
At the barrier!
Rumor failed. Alright. Curveball. Suture. Trade stats. Protest. Okay. Alex is still bleeding.
Alex!
Okay, that's a little better. But they are so hard to hit. I'm wondering if there's something that I'm not noticing. Okay. Oh, well, bled to death. So there's that at least.
Okay.
Enough experience to level up. BLT sandwich. Life doubler. Okay. What do we got going on here? A sheep man. The fuck it sure it is. Okay, it's after you. The Wolvesman. Yeah. If you're wondering about the baby that showed up, so the summons, in addition to being lined up to block enemy attacks, when you use them, will pop up and disappear from your roster, at least for that fight. So you can either use them to just buff yourself and defend, or you can use their special abilities, which can be powerful. They look weird, but I mean, that's not really saying anything in this game, is it?
The barrier.
Yeah, like I said, the combat system is genuinely interesting. At least this version of it. Okay. Like, you know, praise where it's due. His attack really is just jumping up and saying sheep man. I mean, do what you know, I guess. Alright, you have a good BRB.
My camera!
Drop another panda barrier.
Panda barrier.
Damn. Yeah, I saw some of the old gameplay, and I'm glad they updated it. Oh. Like, they were going for a... They're going for like an SMRPG approach where like attacks were mini games in and of themselves, timing and such, but that is the thing, that if you don't do it well, if you don't do it right, just makes everything drag. Okay. Blood bag. I'm gonna end up running out of healing items again. Wait, is that the council? Is that Vela's council? Oh wait, they're soul survivors though. I could banish them, right? Really? That's how... They just, like, start a passive drain on your health? Okay, so that does work. Okay, does vanish...
Okay.
I can't tell if that lowered my reward or not. Boom, 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 boom. That's the sound a timpani makes. Or is that your heart? Go away. I'm not ready. I can't play my solo. Shit, I can't even keep beat. I'm literally the worst drummer out there. I know it's important that I go on, but seriously, I'll need something to calm my nerves. Find me something that'll calm me down, and maybe I'll consider going on stage. Bella's theme. Okay. I enjoy that the flute part of Vella's theme is in the room with the drummer. Okay. Guessing I need to take a trip to the bar. Good evening, and welcome to Valhalla. Valhalla, huh? What can I get you? Something for the nerves? Maybe a gut punch? We're out of Bronson extract, though. This is supply crate with more ingredients at the loading dock. I could use that stuff to mix up something similar, but... some creepy monsters are at the loading dock and are preventing our staff from picking up the supply crate. Maybe you can help us out? Find the loading dock and take out the monsters so our people can bring the supplies in. Get that done and I'll serve up just the thing for your nerves on the house. Let's see. How many levels do I have right now? Or levels to, how much experience do I have? Can never recall. 160, okay. In that case, I'm going to save and get at least another level before I go into the mine dungeon. Okay. These velvet ropes. Brands. Oh, are you interviewing me? That's so cool. Well, what do you want to know? My biggest turn on? Oh my, I've never prepared for this question. I suppose I've always been a sucker for a man with a nice baby face. A Leo or a Hanson type. Blush. Hey, Red, get out. This area's off limits. I see. Earrings. Cattail. Alright. Do I have everyone kitted out? Okay, you could use some equipment. Yeah, that'll have to do. Guitar. Nope. I'm wearing that. Clean hairband. Tie-dye beanie. Okay, we're good. Think. I knew I should have defended. Give me a second to think. Or breathe, rather. Alright, I never seem to be able to hit them with you at all, so... Where are you, it seems, this time? Alright. That's better. I feel like I need to improve their accuracy if I can.
Need for me?
There we go.
Okay.
What's this? Ambrosia. They are proving to be pretty hard to hit, yeah. I'm just wondering if I'm missing something, because I was getting torn to shreds by the eyeballs previously. And the main reason for that was missing them constantly. I didn't realize that they had been blinding me during the fight. Until someone pointed it out. But I suppose that is just streamer blindness. Is this going to be a mimic? No? Okay. Oh, nope.
For me.
Panda barrier.
Oh wow, that didn't last long.
For me.
Alright, normal attack should be fine. Alright. 235 experience. Alright, before I head down those stairs. To the mine dungeon. Strategy guide. Oh. Okay. I've got 2 levels.
Okay.
Okay. And some blood bags. I could see that. The game doesn't really seem like it... I don't know. It shows you where the anas and posts are and all, but it doesn't really, like, feed into looking into them in any fashion.
My favorite gamer. Did you bring me a little something special?
Wait, oops. Okay. Alright, who should I improve? So, during the course of the game, you find blood bags. You find them in various places. The blood bags are used to improve your Carta, the summons. Okay, actually... 2 blood bags for you. Better luck, better speed. Okay. That's a pretty good spread. Yeah. I was one way, and now I'm another. I drank from the blackened pond. The one who drinks the wine of fortune will never know. Okay, yep. Sure. This place will fade, and I will live among the silicone. The prince now, perhaps later, the king. Exit. Yep. And now save. A little better. This is always my biggest fear. I had these clothes tailored 2 months ago before I started eating so much. I'm afraid to step on the scale. Last thing I want is not fit into my costume. Wait, are you wearing the costume right now? Will you do me a favor? Could you step on the scale first? I know it sounds weird, but it'll help me. So let's see. Wow, you're really fat. Okay, I feel better. Thanks for that. Okay. Okay, and heal up a little bit. Gonna take a drink here. Need to find a way to muffle my drinks a little more. I can never tell whether the scratching and creaking of the straw I'm drinking from comes through on the stream or not. Because it's definitely being picked up by my microphone, but I don't know if it's actually making the sound go through. Soul Survivor Y. Okay. No, that was quick. Came through, bumping kind of sounds. Okay, that's good to know. That eliminated. Go tell the bartender Jill. Yeah, I've tried different filters to try to mask that, but there's not really any that I've found. I could start muting my mic, but I feel like it's... I don't know, it's probably not worth it. Welcome back. Thanks for taking care of those things at the landing dock. Alright then, time to mix drinks and change lives. Here, be careful with this, mister. Try not to drink it too fast. Please come again. Nerve-killing tonic. Huh. Did notice it? Alright, well, I do appreciate the feedback always for sound, especially. When you're streaming, it's so easy for sound to just get away from you. Can't have nerves if they're dead. True. Actually, always, if anyone notices any, like, odd sounds or just, like, sound not coming through properly, I do appreciate it if you let me know. Because, again, it's just so easy to not know on the streaming side of things. I always keep an eye on the, I always keep an eye on the mic levels, but even then. Oh, you found something? Well, bottoms up. Wow, this is nasty. I feel... Still feel nervous. Crap. Okay, I'm going to do this anyway. I can do this. Drummer has walked onto the stage. Drummer solved. Right, okay, 70. Another fight will probably give enough to level up again. Heal it. Oh, well, that would have been good to know. Before I go wasting all my healing items again. Like every fight, it has me limping across the finish line usually. So, okay, stocked up again. Black hairband. Like, I like the fighting system in this, mechanically speaking, so far, but I have a difficult time in the moment grasping it. I feel like if I were playing this more often, that wouldn't be an issue. Like, near the end of my streams, I'm usually a lot more better acclimated to it, but readjusting to it every time after going and playing other stuff for a week, you know? Okay. See. Oh. Okay. I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. Oof. Can I push you off? Why speak when the only thing worth hearing is the music I create? A beautiful balloon vela stands before you, blocking your path. You are transfixed by their pouty lips and striking contoured makeup. That's creepy, man. Alex shyly walks away, too afraid to realize his innermost desires. Imagine going into someone else's mind and kissing a personal representation of themselves you find in there. Alex puckers up and hesitates as the balloon comes to life. Hold on. Can't just let any guy kiss me. That'd be gross. How do I even know you, how do I even know you know, or how do I know you even know me? Okay. Can I ask you a few questions before you slobber all over me? Back for a bit. Welcome back, Serg. This isn't an awkward moment to come in at all. Okay, good. What is my pet peeve? Guys, you can't skate. This makes sense. An out-of-tune piano. Negotiating a gig. Welcome back. We're trying to make out with a balloon. Yes. Well, I hope the negotiation's going well. Let's see. I don't think she's mentioned any of these before. I want to go with the out-of-tune piano just because of the previous room. Wouldn't be the first time I've seen someone make out with a balloon. Same. Same. Working on Thursday, 10 to 7. Very good. Nice. Wow, I can't believe you think that. Oh. Okay, next question. What's my biggest turn on? Oh, this one I do know. Okay, so it's probably scattered around the area. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Baby faces. Okay, next question. What's my biggest fear? Getting fat. Let me see. Okay, you may kiss me. Alex puckers up and kisses the balloon Vela. It was a short romance. Really popped off in the end, though. Yeah, I know people into that, too. Yep. You can't be a member of the fandom for... You can't be a member of the fandom for, how long has it been now? Let's just say a very long time. She's practicing. I don't think we should disturb her, or you should disturb her. She gets really upset before a performance. You know how women can get. Right? Yeah, you do. Okay, it's just you again. Half the room is making out with balloons. The other half are the balloons. Oh. You don't know how long it's been until you have the realization that there are friends you know who weren't born until after you already became a furry. So for me, that is most of my friends. Like, just full stop. That is literally almost every single one of my friends. I didn't meet until long after I became a furry. Because I realized in high school, and I am ancient. High school is when I learned there was a word for it. So technically I would have been been that before high school if I had known. The scale is hard. Look, if you want me to play tonight, you'll have to find out the fingerings or the scale for me. I'm totally not coming up with a lie as to why I shouldn't go on stage, and I'm really having a problem here. Born, though? Okay, that's fair, actually. But also still true for about half my friends. I have a lot of people that are relatively young as friends. Yeah, I'd say at least half the main server that I'm on. If you look at the ages there. Because it was very early high school when... No, actually, you know what? It was junior high. When the computer lab started opening up. The thing is, I didn't have, like, I didn't have internet at home or anything, so I just kind of... Yeah, I had to access the internet from high school or school or the library nearby. Okay, so go find me a scale book or, I don't know, find a musician, ask someone who plays keyboard. Well, that is very convenient, isn't it? You want to know the fingering for a B-flat scale on piano? My boy, that's so simple. Right hand is 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Left hand is 3 2 1 4 3 2 1 3 2 1 4 3 2 1 2. Everyone knows that. You better not ask me to repeat that. And start using the furry until after I'd gotten out of school. I knew I was a dragon at the beginning of high schoolish. That's fair. But it's so simple, Ken. Oh, you actually found a pianist to ask. Crap. So I was largely an outside observer of the fandom for a good decade and a half. Like, very passive. I didn't even have what you'd call a persona until, like, a decade ago? Around that? One just kind of evolved from Higaki, the online Oikaki board. Which was entirely because I had to draw characters to interact with other people on the board. Okay, well, I guess I have no choice. The pianist has walked onto the stage. Yeah, I've never considered active participation in the fandom to be a requisite to be a furry. Because I considered myself a furry long before I interacted in any fashion. And even now, my interaction is quite... active participation is hard and goes with different scales. Yeah, absolutely. Get me out of here. Nope. Awful. At least now I know there's a healing option. Oh, yeah. I think my first real interaction with the fandom was if we're talking real interaction, it was joining YIIK. If anyone remembers or knows what YIIK is. It was a it was a safe for work furry art gallery with very high standards for who was able to join. Or, okay, so technically I didn't join so much as started browsing that and commenting. Let's see. And on the complete opposite side of that, I joined the I joined the Jack forum for the webcomic Jack. So the absolute complete fucking opposite of YIIK in every possible fashion. Okay, 2 of them are on stage now. Game forums and so my first furry convention was FWA last year. Actually. Oh wait, no, for Katie. Okay, never mind. For some reason I was thinking, yeah. I didn't really interact too much outside of those small places. Before that, I was more active on, let's see. Oh. I was more active mostly on just forums and such. And even then, those forums weren't furry related in any fashion. Cheeseburger. Right, okay. There's the sheepman. Alright. Get rid of those. Nope. Oh, wait, you got more? Do you regenerate your cards? Huh.
For me.
Get rid of you, though, because you were pretty rough last time we fought. No?
Wait for me.
Bleed for me.
That's better. Well, at least they bled to death, so I don't have to actually hit them more than once. Okay, that's enough to level up. Did I get any blood bags out of key items? Just the way that's phrased. Very special friend, parentheses, tool. I don't think I need to heal, actually. Not actively yet. Oh, okay. I'm not going to regret that, am I? Soul capture. Like I said, I do think the music in this is genuinely good, too.
At the barrier!
Defend! Defend!
Can get a copy of them. Panda barrier is down.
And a barrier!
Pump up, actually, would probably be a good idea. Not bad. I feel like I should probably heal up a little bit. Oh yeah, I did see the announcement for the Persona 4 remake. Maybe I'll actually play Persona 4. Or remaster, I suppose, yeah. So, my thing with Persona, I fell off the series hard after 2. Because the presentation and the basic frameworks of the series have diverged wildly from what I enjoyed about it in the first 2 games. I always intended to try the later games, but they just, I don't know, it's hard to actually even start when I have so many other things I need and want to play. Oh yeah, I'm aware there. That's why. Okay, let's see. It has been so long since I played through the first. I don't doubt we've probably talked about it before. Oh, I missed.
At the barrier!
Is Alex, or does Michael just have a really low hit rate, or is bleeding affecting it? Nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Ambrosia. Okay. Yeah, I need to heal. Good to know just mainlining 7 pork sandwiches can heal you to full from being just about dead.
Wait for me.
Fetus. Yep. considering this is an enemy inside the psyche of a party member, I don't know how deeply I should be reading into it. Personally, I am very much looking forward to the Final Fantasy Tactics remaster that was announced. I do not actually like any of the UI element improvements or quote-unquote improvements, and the graphics look like they've just run through a filter, which I don't care for, but the original version of the game with the updated script, however, I am very interested in that. Fun thing about that's going to release the day after my birthday, so that remaster is for me, specifically for me.
Panda barrier.
I was considering playing it again this year. I have an old playthrough, of FFT in my VODs, but that was another game that kind of got stopped by special of game stream we were going to indulge. That's not wrong, but
Blood on blood.
Lost my line of thought. Right, my original playthrough of FFT was stopped when one of my computers basically died, which was that's fun.
Wait for me.
I was actually streaming that as a PNG tuber before I had even the gift basic VTuber model that one of my friends gave me. A very basic one, but it was, you know, it was appreciated. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go back and heal at the water fountain. Wait, can I not? No, the entrance is this way, isn't it? Considering it's, like, right there, I don't feel like that's too much to ask to backtrack to the water fountain. But if I don't, hey, Vess. If I don't end up streaming a tabletop thing for my birthday this year, there's a very good chance I'll be streaming FFT. That game is just, it is one of my all-time favorite games. It was this one, right? And it seems like they've edited the script a little bit, too, for the remaster. Fully furnished tables. It's the War of the Lions script, but yeah, there are differences in the script from the old version to the new. And it looks like all of the cutscenes are going to be in engine as well. Because don't get me wrong, the original cutscenes for War of the Lions were pretty, but they broke the flow significantly, especially when you sometimes had the same things happening twice because you watched these cutscene and then had to watch it in engine too. which is a problem a lot of games like that when they get remasters have. I'm genuinely glad they're going back to, or I'm genuinely glad to have it without the cutscenes. At least the big lavish story cutscenes. Rather, keep it in engine. It's much more interesting to me. Okay. Barrier. Whoa. Right. Yeah, I'm not sure how deep the retranslation goes. I just know it's like a few lines I've noticed. Like, interestingly enough, my favorite line in the original version of FFT, my favorite line in the entire game is when Delita kidnaps the princess for the first time and says, blame yourself or God. It's my favorite line in the entire game. It's just, I don't know what it is about it, but the new translation seems like a combination of that line and what they did in the War of the Lions version. I'd have to dig up the actual trailer to say what it was exactly, but... Ah, War of the Lions. Yeah, gotcha. So, I actually don't like the translation for War of the Lions very much. It's okay. But it is very... I don't know. There's a tendency to purple prose these games and frame them as a... to frame them as like a play at times that I'm really not too into. Let's see. Review. Ah. They attack so fast. Okay, well, that's one down at least. I can just land a solid hit. Or you could bleed death too, that's fine. That said, aside from the technical issues of War of the Lions, that was a very good version of the game, and I wouldn't begrudge anyone from playing that one and having it as their preferred version. I think I just prefer the original translation more. That and the slowdown, which thank God has I'm hoping that is directly addressed by this remaster. Because the slowdown and some of the missing sound issues for the War of the Lions version, especially on the PSP or the tablet. I actually played a patched version of the game, so it turns out you can literally just patch the chug out of the game. In fact, you can patch it into a PSP ISO and just play that, and it works fine without slowdown. Yeah. It's genuinely wild that it's practically just a toggle that they didn't click. If I can find it, I'll pass it to you later on. The patch for it.
Panda barrier.
I would recommend it for anyone interested in War of the Lions to look at that patch or look for that patch, because it is, I feel like it's practically the definitive way to play it if you want to play that version of the game. It improves the quality so much. Okay. Okay, Sheepman. Okay. Panda barrier. As for Tactics Advanced, it took me a very long time to give that game a genuine try. I was very negative about that game for a very long time. Enemy party. Okay, yeah, I can do that. And while I can absolutely say I don't think it's the best of the series, I can definitely appreciate it more now than I ever did. When it first came out, I practically avoided it. I mean, that's not fair. I did actually try it out. I tried it out without looking into anything about it beforehand, and just came away very disappointed. Bounced off it really hard. But going back to it, I went back to about 8 years ago, maybe more. I can't remember exactly, but I definitely enjoyed it again with a replay. Yeah, I did never actually get around to playing Tactics Advanced 2. Which I know is better, from what everyone tells me, than the first one. And I really do need to actually do that, but there's just so many things to play. There's just so much to play. And I have a miserable time starting new media. Unless it's something I'm, like, actively looking forward to and excited for, the chance of me starting something new, goes down exponentially with lift. Oh. Alright. Let's have a ladder now. Of course, over this way. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now I need to find... Oh. So I guess I can just fall off there. Okay, that was just a closet for the ladder. Do I need to come back? Oh, wait a minute. So... the cat is in fact not affected by that. I always forget about the extra abilities. When it comes to actual like puzzles in the game, I don't remember them till like they're right in my face. Okay. This way. Guess I have to look around a little more. Okay. That said, to heal up again. Yeah, that's good. Two levels worth. All right. Pure speed. And I got a couple blood bags too. Okay, so to level up, you come into the mine dungeon here. To choose from different sets of what your next level could be. The differences are very small and incremental, but they add up over time. Probably obviously. Okay, let's see. Let me check something real quick before I commit to these levels. It's something I've been wondering for a bit. Good thing that doesn't show on my actual stream. Okay. All right. Okay. I like how that didn't answer at all what I was looking for. All right. Feel like, oh, let me get rid of you. Bots. Of course, a bot wanders in specifically when I'm looking away from the screen to look for something. Figures. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And I can further improve the summons I have by giving them blood bags, which I'm going to, let's see. Cow, thief, well. What? What? blood bags. I'd say that's probably pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. You ask her about her day. She tells you all is well. Thank you, Cal. Cancel, actually. I'm gonna heal again. Heal and save. Okay. That improves things a fair bit. Alright. I have not tried going through this door. Is it possible to go? It is not. Okay, none there. Alright. There's 2 of them. Still missing 3 of them. These girls will be the end of me. Please help me find them. Okay. Okay, did I actually search the outer edges of the room after I turned on the lights? Alright, nothing there. I also don't think I actually went through here. Oh. I'm good. Thank you for asking beforehand, though. That is a poke flute. It's not a poke flute, it's a poke flute. Because a sleeping man blocks the path. Alex takes the poke flute and jabs it hard into the man's ribs. Ouch! What, did I sleep and miss my daughter's performance again? What, I still have time? I'm going to make this right, I'm going to make this right. Bella's dad has woken up. Is she actually at the table, or... No? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'll just banish you. I mean... Alright. That worked. Vela, why do you have interdimensional ghosts in your head? $5. More $5. Mom is having another episode. Sammy's trying to calm her down. Sammy? Oh.
What are you making today? Making some soup for dinner?
Okay. Cheeseburger. It's a lot of cheeseburgers. Right. So that is the girl I've been searching for. Door piece. Oh, okay. What should I do? I mean, wonder where this door will take me. Okay. Babby. Oh. Shut up. What should I do? Take the blanket. Or don't take it. Yeah, I noticed that. Then again, I don't know if that's intentional or... I mean, it could be. I don't know. It's hard to say anymore. Take the blanket. Don't take it. Yeah, I'm going to take your blanket. Sorry, little Vela, but Uncle Alex and his friends need this. Wah. Wah. Ah. Heck. Wah. Wah. She'll get over it. Wow. Cold. Finally, a Vela that has a comparable emotional capacity to you. I mean, that's fair. Okay, let's see. No, not that. Here. Okay. Alright, where are we at here? 61? Okay. Alright, so we've got a blanket. Two of the 5 performers on stage. This is where I got the first. Okay. Familiar. Are you famous or something? I swear I've seen you somewhere before. Good to know. I hear the singer's a no-show. Think I can get a refund? Okay. Okay. See? No, that's where I got the second performer. Yep, still off limits. Certainly not that. Okay. Nope. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. One moment. Readjust and get a drink here. Okay. So I've got a blanket, and I haven't really been told, I'm getting the hang of this. Was it 1234 or 2413 or 2431? I look so totally freaking awesome. If only I sounded as good as I looked. Okay. Ability. Oh. Alright, tried that. I am really just kind of wandering at this point. Excited for the show, nervous for the band. These are all out of... yep, okay. Alright, yep. I don't think there was anything I could have missed back here, was there? Nothing behind the stairs? Nothing up this way. Oh. Also, that random hallway with soundproofing. Just... door piece. Wait, what? The option to use key items on party members is interesting. Okay. A rough sketch to a new character as well as vibe for an identity. I just need to find someone to actually render art for her. As I still can, cannot really, do pixel art. Can only still. Gotcha. Okay. My brain kind of fried for a moment there. Unfortunately, our favorite squirrel is currently on vacation for at least a few more days, so... No, that's where the piano is. Did that just say YIIK? Okay. So right now... I am right now just going in circles. So let's see. Basic rep is very Joker-fied. Gray with the white floof on the head. Ah, I see. Don't think there's... No? No new information here. Okay. I am at this point open to suggestions, because I feel like I am either missing something very obvious or just it hasn't been communicated. Either is entirely possible. But as of this point, I have just been running around in circles, not really accomplishing much. Get the skateboard. Okay. I was wondering about that. But, interacting with it. I see. Right. Right. Why did it take time to try different things until that happens, I suppose. Okay. Thank you. Ouch! What's your problem? Genuinely, the skateboard was the first thing I tried to catch when I got here. But I always, especially when first coming in, forget about the powers. Here, take this. It's too dangerous for me. I'm scared for my life now. Thanks for that. Okay. There's the ramps. It's not actual control. Okay. It feels weird to have a skateboard with no control. I'm hiding in here. Supposed to tune the piano before the show, but I have a secret. You see, I'm a piano tuner who can't stand out-of-tune pianos. They just drive me crazy. Last time I heard an out-of-tune piano, I smashed it. Lost my job because it was a very nice piano. So I'm pretending to be a guitar tech over in here. Shh. Don't tell anyone. That's my pet peeve. Oh, so I guessed that correctly. All 3 of that. Hard break. Okay. End of view. What do you mean? It's just like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. If you couldn't do any moves or turn or really do anything aside from go straight forward. I mean, when you put it like that, that's true. Then again, it would be asking a lot to think that Alex could actually skateboard. I mean, hell, he's doing better than me just by going forward, so I can't really say anything. Excuse me, sorry about that. Throat is getting a little bit scratchy.
For me.
They attack so quickly. Okay, well that's something at least.
Wait for me.
Wait for me.
Blood bag. And enough to level up. Oh. Just accidentally passing you by, huh? We don't skip fights on this channel if we can help it.
Wait for me.
Sheep man. Sure is slowing down a lot. That's better. But I did just kind of make Alex's entire turn pointless. Keep your eyes closed. No boys allowed. Oh. Oh, of course. $35. Me well. Is it showtime already? I don't think I'm going to go on tonight. Look, it's not that I don't feel like playing guitar tonight. It's just I'm nervous. Just joking. Yeah, I don't get nervous. I'm super good. And I know it. It's just I don't have a towel. Also, YIIK, boy. Why are you in here? Go on, get the hell out. Creep. Pervert. Weirdo. Spazoid. Nerf herder. Oh, great. I guess I don't have any choice but to dry off. Turn around. Actually, leave the room. Guitarist has walked on the stage. Anything left behind? Nope. What did that fucking say? Okay, look for ramps. Whoop. Nope. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Okay. Okay. Alright, check for ramps elsewhere. I don't remember where else. nothing that was in there. You know, I was wondering why there was just random ramps in the geometry of several places. That does explain it, at least. Yeah, there was really nothing this way either, was there? Okay, who's left? You know, I think the bathwater's still warm. I bet no one would notice, so I sneaked off. I think they would, actually. Let's see. I realized I didn't check something back here. Not that, by the way, but, all right. I realized I never checked scaffolding. I guess the scaffolding was nothing. So that's good to know. So that really only leaves the last room. What's this one, right? Okay. Hmm. I didn't, is there anything else I can do with this ladder? Oh, right. You know, wait, is that not? It doesn't. Huh. Right. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be going for too much longer, honestly. You have a good night, Sarah. Thanks for dropping in. Skateboard into the stairs is all. Okay, I think I'm just going to... I think I'm going to level up and then call it for the night. Come back to it fresh at another time. I only got one blood bag. Who haven't I leveled yet? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm an admirer of that lovely cow. He lets me blow dry his hair when I grow fatigued from consoling my daughter. It's the earthly pleasures in life that tame the big despairs. Enjoy them frequently. Don't wait for them to be your lifeline. You can't cram intimacy into life with life and the physical. True. Another level up out of this. So let's just keep pushing that agility. Oh, one of these again.
Oh, has the Dungeon Master finally sent me the help I requested? Oh, no, you won't do. Oh, this is such a waste of time. I don't understand the process of... Do you know how to science, boy? Have you even had a proper education?
Do you know how to science?
Arithmetic, history, Latin, astronomy. That offensive look of disease shows me that you haven't even graduated primary school. How can you look upon me knowing who I am without a proper education? You do know who I am, don't you? I am Dr. I am Hunter! I'm the famous mathematician astronomer from the classical age of Indian mathematics and Indian astronomy, the Golden Era! 499 AD.
Yes, that accent absolutely gave away that you're an Indian astronomer. Okay.
I ask the Dungeon Master for help with this absurd project he's assigned me, and he sends me an even more absurd apprentice. It's as if he doesn't want me to solve the problem. You do know the problem, don't you? Wow, he sends you down here without even telling you the question. It's his job to ask the questions and our job to answer them! Go back to floor 30 and find out what the question is. Once you know, come back to floor 20 and I will allow you to watch me work. I spent 1,238 years trying to answer this question. What difference will a few more hours make?
Okay.
Okay. All right, well, I think that is enough for tonight. Okay. It is 10:40, and I think that'll do it. All right, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I know I got a little bit stuck here at the end, but I know part of that is just my brain is just melting at this point from streaming. Good session. You lived? Did I, though? Did any of us? Really? When you think about it. So this Thursday, I'm going to be continuing Bahamut Lagoon. 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the stream itself and 7:30 for the game. And next week on Tuesday, we'll have more YIIK. And then Thursday, more Bahamut Lagoon. Depending on whether or not Bahamut Lagoon... no, there's no way Bahamut Lagoon will be finished next week. So, yeah, this week. So next week we'll have more Bahamut Lagoon as well. On the upcoming forecast, after we finish whatever game is finished first between the two, I will be playing Don't Look Outside as either a 1 or 2 stream game, depending on how well that goes, before deciding what I'm going to be playing after that. So, all right. Thanks again, everybody, for coming. Let me see if anybody is streaming. Yes, Ken, typing in streaming on your browser is absolutely going to pull up what you're looking for. Sure. Okay. Sorry, one moment. No, it looks like everybody in the orbit is currently offline. So, okay. That's going to do it. Thanks again, everybody. I am going to go back and play more Deltarune. Have a good night.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow and the places that you know seem like fantasy, there's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.